What's going on, guys? This is another episode here in Nolan's pod. A lot happened this weekend. Um, the NFL draft was this weekend, and today we're going to be talking about the NFL draft. Number one overall pick, Caleb Williams went to the Chicago Bears out of USC. That had been predicted for a while. Um, no surprises there with Caleb Williams. Number nine pick, Roma Dunze goes goes to the Bears. He gets drafted coming from Washington. So Caleb Williams has his weapon with Rome Odunze, wide receiver. And then the Bears just got DJ Moore, Keenan Allen, and they signed DeAndre Swift this offseason. And they still have Cole Kmet at tight end. So they have three wide receivers, a new quarterback, good tight end, and Caleb Williams is expected to do good right now. Right now, Caleb Williams is expected to do good. I think that's a lot of pressure to put on Caleb Williams personally because he's a rookie quarterback. You can't put all that pressure on a rookie quarterback like that. That's just my opinion. But the Bears are expected to contend as of this year. I don't think they will, but that's just me. Number two overall pick, Jaden Daniels, quarterback out of LSU, gets drafted with the Washington Commanders. Obviously, the Commanders have new ownership with Magic Johnson and Josh Harris. They have a new head coach in Dan Quinn after firing Ron Rivera last year. Um, the Washington Commanders are not going to contend, but they had to start somewhere, and they get Jaden Daniels at quarterback, which that was predicted that they were going to do is get Jaden Daniels. He's going to be a good quarterback. I have no question about that. But we're not looking at Washington to contend as of this year. Number three overall pick, Drake May, quarterback out of North Carolina, goes to the Patriots. That was predicted also for him to go to the Patriots. No surprises there. They're obviously in rebuild mode after Bill Belichick is let go. They're in rebuild mode. I think that the Patriots got the wrong quarterback. I think they should have drafted J.J. McCarthy instead of Drake May, but they like Drake May, so I don't know what Drake May's going to be. He was good at North Carolina. It remains to be seen what Drake May's going to be. But I do think that they drafted the wrong quarterback. Number four overall pick, Marvin Harrison Jr., wide receiver out of Ohio State. His dad is Marvin Harrison Sr. He played for the Colts. You know what his dad did, and his son, Marvin Harrison Jr., is an absolute stud in his own right. He just put up numbers after numbers after numbers with Ohio State, and the Arizona Cardinals draft him. They're looking for him to be the next Larry Fitzgerald, and he could be that. That's big shoes to fill, but if anybody's going to replace Larry Fitzgerald, it will be Marvin Harrison Jr. He is a stud. Number six overall pick goes to the San Francisco Giants. They select LSU wide receiver Malik Neighbors. Now that was shocking to me because they said that they were going to draft a quarterback. That did not happen. They drafted a wide receiver instead. But you guys say Daniel Jones is not that guy. We don't know what we're going to get from him. He's always hurt. You should have went out and drafted a quarterback instead of a wide receiver. You need to start at quarterback and not draft a wide receiver. Now, if Daniel Jones gets hurt, then you guys are going to be saying, oh, they should have drafted J.J. McCarthy, which is who they should have drafted, in my opinion. You should have drafted J.J. McCarthy instead of a wide receiver. I don't understand the thought process behind that, but the New York Giants always make dumb decisions, just like the one that they made about getting Daniel Jones. So it's not a surprise to me that they draft Malik Neighbors. Now, he was the second best wide receiver behind Marvin Harrison Jr. in this draft. So he's no slouch, but you need to get a quarterback, in my opinion. At number 10, Michigan quarterback J.J. McCarthy goes to the Minnesota Vikings. He's coming off a lot of highs. He just finished his college career at Michigan. He just won the national championship, and he's a NFL ready quarterback right now. And with the guys they have, like J.J. McCarthy, wide receiver Jordan Addison, Justin Jefferson. They just signed Aaron Jones, and then you have T.J. Hawkinson. They have a lot of weapons, and J.J. McCarthy is expected to be good right now. Again, just like Caleb Williams, that's a lot of pressure for a rookie quarterback to be good right now. but that's what they are expecting out of him. So I think that him being number 10, JJ McCarthy being number 10 draft pick is an absolute insult. He should have been way higher than 10, but he's still a first round quarterback. I think he might be better than all the quarterbacks in this draft that got drafted, including Caleb Williams, but that remains to be seen. Number 12 overall pick, Bo Nix goes to the Broncos, coming from Oregon. You know how they did with Russell Wilson, shipping him out of there, and Sean Payton not liking Russell Wilson. So they draft Bo Nix. Remains to be seen what he's going to do. He was good in Oregon, but I don't think what he's going to do in the NFL. I don't think that's going to translate over to the NFL. That remains to be seen. And he is an older quarterback. I think he's going to be either 23 or turning 24 in this upcoming season. So he is an older quarterback. Number 13 pick, Brock Bowers, tight end out of Georgia, gets selected to go to the Las Vegas Raiders. Like the Giants, the Raiders needed a quarterback. They drafted a tight end. I like Brock Bowers, don't get me wrong. Went to Georgia. But you guys needed the quarterback. Gardner Minshew is not a starting caliber quarterback, but he is a good backup quarterback, but he's not a starting caliber quarterback. I don't know what the thought process behind what the Raiders were doing, but I can't even honestly tell you their thought process. Y'all needed a quarterback. Why didn't y'all not get one? Y'all know y'all need a quarterback. Go out and get one. It was plenty in this draft, but that quarterback might have been taken away from them, from the Falcons. Number 17 overall pick, Dallas Turner, edge rusher out of Alabama, goes to the Minnesota Vikings. That's who they predicted that the Falcons were going to get, but they did not get Dallas Turner, and the Minnesota Vikings did. Number 28 overall pick, Xavier Worthy, gets drafted to the Kansas City Chiefs. He's out of Texas. I didn't watch Xavier Worthy play at all. I haven't seen him play, but they say he might be the next Tyreek Hill. So if that's indeed who the Kansas City Chiefs drafted, watch out for them to get another Super Bowl. As far as this year goes, that might have been a steal. And the Buffalo Bills actually traded their draft pick to Kansas City. So you trade your draft pick to the team that you can't beat in the Bills. So, yeah, bad times for the Bills continue. The pick that surprised everybody is the number 8 overall pick from Washington. Michael Penix Jr. gets drafted with the Falcons, and everybody had a problem with that. I don't know why everybody had a problem with that. The Falcons need another quarterback. Kirk Cousins is 35, coming off a torn Achilles. We're just hoping that he's going to be okay and be healthy enough to play. And what we expect out of Kirk Cousins, we don't know if we're going to get that. Obviously, you hope that you're going to get good play out of your quarterback, but coming off an Achilles injury, you're 35 years old. We don't know what to expect from you. Kirk Cousins was never mobile to begin with anyway, so you have to have a plan for the future. And that's what the Falcons did. You have to have a plan B. You have to have a plan A and plan B. Their plan A is Kirk Cousins. Their plan B is Michael Penix Jr. And obviously Michael Penix Jr. is coming off an injuries of his own. He tore his right knee up, ACL, twice, and then he had 2 separate shoulder injuries. So he's coming off an injury himself. But when he did play, he showed what he can do. And if I'm not kidding, didn't he just lead Washington to the championship game against Michigan? I thought so, right? Right. And when he played good, right? Okay. I'm convinced that the Falcon Nation has not watched football over the last 4 or 5 years. You draft a good quarterback, you sign a good quarterback. We went from bad quarterback play for the last 3 or 4 years to having 2 good solid quarterbacks. Marcus Mariota, Desmond Ridder, Taylor Heineke. Y'all cried about those people. They were bad. And then we get 2 good quarterbacks in Kirk Cousins and Michael Penix Jr. And y'all still crying about it. I don't understand. I don't understand why we go from having bad quarterbacks to good quarterbacks and y'all still crying about it. I mean, come on now. Have y'all seen our quarterback play over the last 2 or 3 years? It has not been great. So, y'all need to suck it up for real. I know Michael Penix Jr. is older. He's 23, getting ready to be 24 next month. But he is a good quarterback, and y'all need to give it a chance because if he does end up being good, y'all gonna be saying, "Oh, the Falcons made the right decision." The Falcons did make the right decision. They're taking a page out of the Green Bay Packers book. Remember when the Green Bay Packers drafted Jordan Love as Aaron Rodgers' replacement, and Aaron Rodgers wasn't happy? Aaron Rodgers was older. He's not going to play forever. Same thing with Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins is 35, comes off an Achilles injury. He's not going to play forever. You have to draft the person's successor. If you don't get him now, you ain't going to never be able to get him, and so other teams are going to have him. And I think that the Las Vegas Raiders were planning on trying to draft Michael Penix Jr., but the Falcons ruined that. So they went with Brock Bowers, but I think that's who the Raiders planned to draft if they drafted the quarterback was Michael Penix Jr. Now, I had seen that the Falcons had worked out Michael Penix Jr. and they liked him a lot. And I was like, nah, they ain't going to draft him. But it was a shocker to me that they drafted him. Like, okay, they got him. Let's go. We needed that. It's been a lot of times where the Falcons have made really bad, terrible team decisions as far as the draft goes, as far as who they sign. And this was actually a great signing, if you ask me. And I know you paid Kirk Cousins $180 million. I get that. But you still need a plan B. Just like in life, you need a plan B in case plan A does not work out. And everybody's other problem was, the Falcons needed to draft on the defense, and we didn't need any more offense. Well, the Falcons actually drafted, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The Falcons actually drafted 5 defensive players in this draft. They drafted 5 defensive players, 3 defensive linemen, an edge rusher, a linebacker, and then they added still to the offense with a wide receiver and a running back and 5 defensive players. So the Falcons had a good draft, if you ask me. 5 defensive players drafted. Okay, that's good. We're adding. We're getting better. The Falcons have been bad over the last since 2017. And now we have had our best offseason that we had in a while, and you guys are still not satisfied. I mean, come on. Have y'all watched football over the last 5 years? If you have, you would know that this was right for the team. This was the best decision that the team could make as far as the future holds. And that's all there is to it. I don't understand why y'all gave them so much backlash for this. I don't get it. I don't understand it. But when Michael Penix Jr. goes out there and proves you guys wrong, then you guys ain't gonna have nothing to say. Y'all gonna all act like, oh yeah, that was a great move, but y'all wasn't saying that at first. Yeah, it was a huge surprise to everyone, but you got to let it play out. He hasn't played it down yet. Neither has Kirk Cousins. You have to let it play out and see what it's going to be. Y'all not out there playing. Y'all just out there crying. Say, oh, that's not the right shit. Don't nobody want to hear that. I mean, this is what it is. This is what it's going to be. And you guys just going to have to suck it up. You guys just going to have to suck it up. It was a great draft. I give us an A+ as a team grade for the draft. I give us an A+ because we really improved the team. We improved this offseason. We got a lot. We added a lot. And that's all there is to it. Now, if we didn't do any of that, then I would understand why y'all would cry because we didn't add nothing. But we added a lot. We had a great offseason. You don't have to like the decision. It's not for you to like, honestly. So, I'm happy with what we did. But that's all I have, though. I mean, the Falcons are in position. They're in the NFC South with Carolina, the Saints, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and then you have us, That's 4 teams. The Falcons have been 7-10 like the last 2 seasons. If they can turn that around and go 10-7, they a playoff team. They win the NFC South. Think of it like that. Let that sink in. But you know, that's it. That's all I have for you guys today. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think about Drake May going to the Patriots and did they draft the wrong quarterback or not. Let me know if you think JJ McCarthy going at number 10 was a knock on him. And should he have went higher in the draft. Let me know if you think that the Falcons made the right move with Michael Penix Jr. And that's it. That's all I have for you guys today. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, give your opinions, and that's it.